Hello guys, welcome back to the new video. So in this video we are going to create a pod in Kubernetes. So before creating a pod, first we will see that what are the pods and how does a pod work, and what does a pod do, and what are the benefits of creating a pod. So let's start here. I have created a document on ports. So first of all, we will see that but the Kubernetes ports. So a pod is the smallest execution unit in Kubernetes. A pod encapsulates one or more applications. Pod are ephemeral by nature. If a pod fails, Kubernetes can automatically create a new replica of that pod to continue operations. Pod include one or more containers, such as Docker containers. Pods also provide environmental dependencies, including persistent storage volume, a storage that is permanent and available to all pods in a cluster, and configuration data needed to run the container within the pod. So this is the Kubernetes pod, and now we will see that what does a pod do. So pod represent the process running on a cluster. By limiting pods to a single process, Kubernetes can report on the health of each process running in the cluster. Pods have a unique IP address, a persistent storage volumes, and configuration information that determine how a container should run. Although most pods contain single container, many will have a few containers that work closely together to execute a desired function. Now we will see the benefits of using pod or creating pod. So when pods contain multiple containers, communications and data sharing between them is simplified. Since all containers in a pod share the same network namespace, they can locate each other and communicate by local host. Pods can communicate with each other by using another pod's IP address or by referencing a resource that resides in another pod. Pods can also include containers that run when the pod is started, say to perform initiation required before the application containers run. Additionally, pods simplify scalability, enabling replica pods to be created and shut down automatically based on changes in demand. So these are the benefits of creating pods in Kubernetes. Now we will see that how does a pod work. So pods are created by workload resources called controllers, which manage rollout, replication, and health of pods in a cluster. For example, if a node in a cluster fails, another a controller detects that the pods on that node are unresponsive and create replacement pods on other nodes. The three types of controllers are jobs for batch type jobs that are ephemeral and will run a task to completion, deployments for applications that are stateless and persistent such as http servers, like web servers, stateful sets for applications that are both stateful and persistent such as databases. If a pod has multiple containers, they are scheduled together on the same server in the cluster, whether VM or physical server. All containers in the pod share their resources and dependencies and can coordinate their execution and termination. For example, pods can contain init containers that run before the application containers run, setting up the environment for the application that follows. Pods are almost always created by controllers, which can automatically manage the pod lifecycle, including replacing failed ports, replicating ports when necessary, and evicting the pod from cluster nodes when they are complete or no longer needed. Controllers use information in a pod template to create the pods, and controllers ensure that running pods match the deployment defined in the pod template. For example, by creating replicas to match the number defined in the deployment. So is the working of ports. And now we will see that how do ports communicate with each other. So when a pod is created, it is assigned its own unique IP address. So every pod has their unique IP address, and if there are multiple containers within the pod, they can communicate with each other simply by using localhost. Communications outside of the pod is achieved by exposing a port. Communications between pods in a cluster takes advantage of the fact that Kubernetes assigns a cluster private IP address to every bit in a cluster, eliminating the need to either explicitly create links between ports or to map container ports to host ports. In this way, every pod in a cluster can see each other without the need for NAT. So with this way, the ports can communicate with each other. So this is all about ports. Now we will see that how we can create a port. So first of all, just go to the PowerShell. Now type the command kubectl get ports. So this is the command to see the ports that you have created. Here I have not created any. I have not created any port yet, so it's showing that no resources found in default namespace. So now I am going to create my first port. So this is the command to create the port, which is kubectl run. And now I'm going to give the name to my pod. So I'm giving test pod. This is the name that I have given to my pod. Now hyphen hyphen image equal to nginx. So I am creating my pod from nginx. So this is the command to create the pod. Kubectl run test pod hyphen hyphen image is equal to nginx. So this is the kubectl run command is used to create the pod. This is the name that I have given to my pod. You can give any name here. Now click on enter. So here you can see the pod test pod is created successfully. So now I again run the command kubectl get ports. So here you can see the pod is created successfully. It is in running state. So for example, if now if you want to delete the pod, so to delete the pod, this there is another command which is kubectl delete pod, and here you need to give the name of your pod. So the name of my pod is test pod. So this is the command to delete the pod kubectl delete pod and then the name of the pod. Now click enter. So here you can see the pod test pod is deleted. Now again run the command kubectl get pods. So here you can see no resources found in default namespace. So this is all about ports. With these commands you can create the port, create and delete the port, and see the port with the kubectl get commands. So thanks for watching the video, and don't forget to subscribe and press the like button. Thank you.